Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a look at the fifth installment of what I like to call Ticked Off Thins Tuesdays, where we answer this question.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
In order to examine these questions further, we must first apply comb to mustache.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I stopped trying to be them. And I can already hear the misconceptions in that statement.
You stopped trying to be the thin people. So you think you can just stop trying to be a... Huh? Okay, sorry. That really irks me the most, dude. How dare you? Don't you ever... Alright, let's just calm down. Let's get through this. There's not really anything in here.
But I didn't stop exercising and I didn't stop eating healthy or any of the other assumptions that we make when someone's thin.
Okay, so you stopped trying to be thin, but you didn't stop eating healthy or exercising. I see. So now you're eating healthy and exercising in a way that makes you gain weight. You must be into powerlifting.
What I did stop doing is restricting my food so much that I would faint and my hair would fall out.
So you used to restrict so much that you would faint and your hair would fall out. Alright, this is becoming so prevalent, I think now maybe we're going to have to start counting the fat activists that are not claiming to have a restrictive ED. Wow, they got you too, huh, jock scientist? You used to restrict so much that your hair falled out.
Bruh.
Falled out? That your hair fell out and you would get dizzy.
My period stopped. I stopped.
Okay, so you restricted to the point where your hair fell out, you got dizzy, and your period stopped, but weight never came off? Huh. That's very advanced. Your body exhibited every sign of malnourishment except for the physique. This is crazy.
Earning my food by over-exercising. Does that mean that I gained weight? I went from about a size 8 to a size 14.
So when you were a size 8, is that when you had the restrictive ED and you used to restrict so much that you would get dizzy and lightheaded and everything but lose weight? And by the way, I left this pillow here so I can punch it occasionally when the rage overcomes me. Oh yeah, jock scientist. Sorry, I'm not that's not a threat. I'm not threatening anybody. Don't take that wrong, YouTube.
But because of our attitudes around body size and weight gain, this is seen as a failure. That me recognizing my mental health was doing so poorly that it was manifesting physically isn't seen as a win.
What about when your mental health is doing so poorly that it starts manifesting physically, as in you eat all your feelings and put on a bunch of excess weight, and you keep on eating your feelings and putting on more and more weight, even though you're uncomfortable and you don't like the way that people look at you?
It's seen as a lack of discipline. And it seems to upset a lot of thin and straight-sized individuals when a person in a bigger body says, I actually accept myself this way.
In your particular case, I think more people would be triggered by the fact that you're claiming a restrictive ED. Some people have gotten down to such a low body weight that they were literally on death's door. And for you to claim to be part of their struggle for some weird, bizarre way of making yourself feel better about whatever it is you are or are not doing in your life is really insensitive and inappropriate. I understand that this movement likes to do a lot of mental gymnastics about how like, oh, this is all genetic, or it's not possible to lose weight, or you'll gain it all back, and all this type of stuff to make themselves feel better. But when you start claiming restrictive EDs to make yourself feel better, I don't think that that's okay, because there are actually people out there with restrictive EDs. If I had a restrictive ED, I wouldn't think that your little speech right there was funny or cute in the slightest. I wouldn't think that any of you claiming this would be funny or cute in the slightest. If I've been down to like skin and bones and you're morbidly obese and you're like, yeah, man, me too, dog. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you too, dog? Like what? I think you got lost and you ended up in the wrong neighborhood, homie. You ain't from around here, are you, dog? You're wearing the wrong colors.
I might even like it. Accepting myself in all sizes has nothing to do with your thinness.
Right. The idea that people would be angry at you for accepting yourself is the most narcissistic thing I've ever heard. Nobody knows that you exist, first of all, so why would they care if you accept yourself or not? That's an insane level of narcissism. Like, you think that anybody cares if you even exist, let alone is mad that you are existing or which way you choose to exist? Here's what people think of you. Man, I wish it were the weekend already. I am so tired of work. I really, really hate everyone. Is the gym going to be overcrowded tomorrow? I hope not, man. I'm always trying to get on that one machine, and that one douche is always there. I can't stand it. Will I get sick? Does this dress make me look fat? Oh, wait, I'm not a woman. What am I talking about? All right, so the jock scientist had a lot of hot takes as usual. My rage level, it's about a 2 out of 10. I'm getting there.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
So I make videos where I roast Australian brands for not having inclusive sizing in 2022.
Oh, I know, dude. I'm sure you roast them so well that the thin people just can't help but be outraged. You go in the store and you're like, really? You guys only carry up into a size 24? It's 2022. You always drop the current year. Dude, this freaking thing is a meme. Everybody's always talking about, really, dude? XYZ is happening in the current year? Not a good look, my friend. Not a good look. All right, I'll give you one just for fun. Slightly angry. What a rebel you are. I can't believe it, dude. Dude, you just refuse to play by the rules, dude. You play by your own rules. This is crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy.
The amount of hate that I cop from thin people in the comments section, I actually deleted a lot of it. Not because I'm like, oh, this is upsetting me so much, just because I don't want other fat people to have to see it.
Right. So you deleted all the comments of people questioning you. Not for your benefit, just so other fat people don't have to see it. I see. You don't personally care. These words aren't tearing you apart on the inside. This was for the benefit of others. I got you.
And live it again. Like, it's not fair. It's emotional labor.
It's not fair. It's not fair for who? Them? The other fat people? You're protecting them? You're the freaking Jesus of the overweight? You're going to crucify yourself on the cross of questioning clothing size? Okay, I'm really fucking stretching now. I'm sorry. Now I'm stretching connected shit that isn't connected.
But there was one video that I posted, a Kukai video, where I was getting threatening voice notes on my Instagram. I was getting threatening messages.
What did you say? Did you like say that we should burn down Old Navy or something? What happened?
It baffles my mind. Like,
are you trying to start a freaking revolution inside the clothing store? Are you trying to overthrow Banana Republic? What's happening?
I don't want to take away skinny people's clothing. I'm just asking a brand to extend their sizing.
Right, which is why nobody would care, right? I can't see anybody thin caring that you're asking for them to expand their sizing. Although I do have a feeling that you didn't just ask them to expand their sizing. You said that you, like, roast companies for not having size-inclusive sizing in 2022. So you go to them and then you're like, really? You guys don't have a size 26 in 2022? Thanks. I'll be here all week, you fucker. So you mean to tell me that you guys don't have an extra large pair of sweatpants? In the year 2022? So you're trying to say to me, here inside of this Old Navy that I am currently standing, that you guys only carry up to a size 23.5? In the year 2022? Get fucked.
Talk about gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Gaslight, gatekeep. What was the last one?
Talk about gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
Gaslight, gatekeep, GoPro? I don't know. I couldn't catch that last one. Okay, this face is doing it for me. See, if you had just said everything using this face right here, I would have been on your side from the beginning. I cannot say no to this face. You've discovered my one weakness. Alright, so while the videos themselves have been horrific, thus far I've been really hilarious and you loved every minute of it. You would love nothing more than to subscribe. And in the future when I release merch, you would love to buy it. Next.
Fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I eat.
Dude, I swear to God, dude. Alright, now you really found my Achilles heel. You're eating food, nonetheless? Dude.
I feed myself. I nourish my fat body.
Dude, is that Gus's Jr. from Southern California or one of those Greek places? Oh my goodness. But either way, you're not nourishing your body with anything that comes in a styrofoam thing like that.
drives them nuts.
All right, on a serious note, though, no, I don't give a crap. Eat all the stupid food you want, man. I don't care. Even if you're eating a whole cake and you're rolling around in it and stuff, I'm not, like, angry at that. To me, it's like, this is your version of a party, right? Like, seeing somebody, like, rub cake all over themselves and eat it and stuff is like seeing somebody do a keg stand, right? It's just that you have a different substance, but it's all the same. But in the end, it evens out because it's funny and cute in the beginning, and then it gets sad after a point. Next clip.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
I've noticed that thin people and friends who are thin like to share with me their summer goals of losing weight or fixing up a body part that's gotten fat.
Fixing up a body part that's gotten fat. Okay, so sometimes people want to share their weight loss goals with you, or fixing up a body part that got fat. That's weird. Just so you all know, you can't target weight loss. My wrist is really getting out of control. I'm going to do some of these. I don't know why I'm throwing this head movement in. What the fuck? But anyway, you cannot target weight loss. If you have a large gut, you would be wasting your time to go do crunches. You're going to build abdominal muscles underneath the fat. You need to be in some sort of caloric deficit to lose weight, and you can't target it. It's going to come off of your secondary fat storage locations first, and then your primary fat storage locations, the reverse order to which you put it on.
And my response usually is just agreement. I nod. I agree that they've gained weight.
You're like, yeah, your wrist did get huge, dude. You need to do more of those wristy things where you move your head back and forth as well, for some reason. It adds to it.
And oftentimes, if I can, and if I feel it to be appropriate, I tell them how cute their little bellies are,
Alright, so we got another person that will agree with you and say that you look terrible and stuff if you go to them and start talking about how bad you feel. So we have another person that will crap on you if you go to them as a friend looking for sympathy. Do you keep any of your friends? Like, they all come to you and you're like, man, I'm feeling a little fat today. And you're like, yeah, you are fat. Stupid. Leave. And they're just like, okie dokie, I thought that we were friends. We hung out those couple of times. And she's like, yeah, you didn't notice that I was like this the whole time we were hanging out, just to the side of your head? No, actually, I didn't notice that. That's kind of weird. You would have thought I would have noticed something like that.
It's gotten bigger and you can actually grab it and it's so cute.
So you feel insecure and you want to make other people feel bad about themselves to cover up your own pain. And does that make you feel better about yourself to hurt others? I already know the answer is no. Like, I don't know why human beings do this. I don't know why so many people do this. Oh, I'm hurt, so I'm gonna hurt others. Like, what? That doesn't take away your hurt, dog, and you've learned nothing. You're supposed to learn the lesson of, man, we should probably treat each other better. When people treated me poorly, it made me feel bad. But you didn't get any of that. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna go shit on this bitch. Fuck you, you look like shit. What? You've learned nothing, my friend. How many more times must you incarnate here before you get it?
And I think that my ability to love bodies that are not thin and my self-love really invalidates them.
I'm not seeing any self-love. People that love themselves do not go around insulting other people, okay? That shows that you do not love yourself. I don't care what words come out of your mouth. The fact that you felt the need to go out of your way to say something mean to somebody else just to cover up your own hurt shows that you don't love yourself.
Maybe, but what really pisses them off, along with fat people who are uncomfortable with themselves, is my ability to dress however I want.
Right, so you're dunking on all them because you love yourself so much and because you dress however you want, and it's making everybody so mad.
I know I look good, so I expose my body often.
I know I look good, so I expose my body often. Are you sure you're not desperate for approval or something? I'm very confident in my body, and I don't go around showing it off for the sake of showing it off. When you see me not wearing a shirt, it's because it's hot outside, and I hate clothes.
I don't chase a weight loss goal. I've accepted what my body looks like. I wear bikinis in the summer, and I think that really grinds their gears seeing someone so confident.
No, what grinds their gears is when you tell them that they are fat and you start insulting them and showing all of your insecurities. If I saw a fat person who I thought was confident, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude, you go, dude. Hell yeah, screw everybody. But it would have to be true confidence. When you make these grandiose displays of fake confidence to try to show the world how really, really confident you are, that's not confidence. Like I've said before, confidence is quiet, insecurity is loud. Next.
Hey, fellow fat people, what's something that you do that you're pretty sure really pisses off thin people?
Babes, it's my entire existence because I can wear, a little tiny shirt and they're unhappy, but I could also wear the baggiest clothes where they don't have to see my body and they're unhappy.
So they're unhappy if you wear skimpy clothing that shows off too much skin, And then they're also unhappy when you cover that all up with baggy clothing. Have any of you ever seen an overweight person wearing baggy clothes and it made you angry? I could never see that happening. I could see some people being a little shocked if somebody who is morbidly obese is wearing a string bikini, because the sight of that can be a little shocking if you haven't prepared yourself mentally to take that all in. You know what I mean? If you know that you're about to witness that, you can prepare yourself mentally, you know? You can like go into a meditative state and focus on your mantra and prepare your body and mind to encounter it. Like, I'm guessing if you went to a beach in Florida, before you even walked onto the beach, you would be like, all right, I'm about to see probably some really crazy stuff. So you take a couple deep breaths, you prepare your mind, body, and spirit, and then you set off on that journey, man.
Because they know I'm fat. Because they'll always know you're fat, and they're always pissed about it.
So when people see that you're in baggy clothes, they're like, wait a minute, I know that you're fat under there. Don't try to fool me. And then they get angry. That's weird that people have the gall to just go up to other human beings like that. So you're walking down the street wearing like baggy pants, baggy shirt, whatever, sweatpants and stuff. Somebody's walking by and they're like, hey, wait a minute. Are you really fat underneath all those baggy clothes and you're just trying to hide it, and they start pulling at your shirt and stuff? You're like, oh, ah. They're like, aha, I knew it. They start feeling you. You're like, aha, that's a roll. That is a roll right there. I knew it. Then you see them talking to their friend and they're like, I told you, dude, I told you. And then they're exchanging money because they made some sort of bet on it. Dude, I hate when that happens, man. People are always feeling me up in the middle of the street just to see what I'm really like underneath all these clothes. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like it. What are we talking about?
But I will say it's the fact that I probably get lingerie brand deals that pisses people off the most.
Okay. Yeah, that makes me very angry. When you get lingerie brand deals, it pisses people off the most. I imagine a model that puts a lot of time, effort, and self-control into maintaining their physique would probably be very annoyed if they were hiring obese models, because they're like, dude, I put in all this exercise and time and effort and everything, and then you give it to this other person just for brownie points, just so they can have a participation trophy. They had to do nothing. They had to do no work in order to get that job, and now they're getting all of the accolades just for doing nothing. I could see how some models might be annoyed by that. Personally, I think it's funny.
Because they can't see fat as sexy. And weirdly, there's also a competition when there's a romantic interest in a fat person's life, because people cannot fathom the fact that a fat person has people interested in them.
That does piss me off. I cannot fathom the concept that somebody could ever be attracted to somebody who is overweight, and it makes me mad, dude. All right, I suppose that, you know, when I really think about it. All right. Oh, you guys are still here. You weren't supposed to see that.
I had a very abusive relationship with a person whose main point of keeping me hooked on them was because they knew, in their mind, that I wouldn't ever find anybody else.
Okay. Well, that's a classic trick in general, you know? It doesn't just apply to overweight people. Somebody who's a pro at relationships will know how to make you feel like nobody else will ever want you, and you have to stay with me forever. Nobody else could ever love you, dude. You're worthless. Only I could ever love you. You're lucky that I love you at all. Cult leader vibes, bro. I'm just kidding.
Jokes on them, I did. Man, is he mighty fine.
What? Oh, you got an attractive man, another one of these. This one has a little bit of all the elements in it, doesn't it? It's got the I'm so hot, my man is so hot, I'm confident, I'm a model. Every other person is a model these days, aren't they?
But nobody would believe that person if they said that they had someone romantic in their life. So
is he tall and has a beard and is muscular? All the things that we say are not necessarily attractive, but you all use as quantifiers to prove that you can get, quote, hot, end quote, men?
To the fat folks. Okay, bye.
Okay. Oh no, not all of those things that you're doing. I'm really mad now. And then she was a lingerie mom. Oh, no more fat rage. No more rage. No more rage. All right. I've come back to my happy place now. All the rage from fat people living their lives in various ways has washed off of me, like water off of a duck's back. After sitting here and stewing in my rage for several moments, I've come to the conclusion that today, it didn't even get me above a 3 out of 10. I'm mildly annoyed at best. Try harder, fat acceptance. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.